Welcome to this Lowe's Careers and Job Application Guide. In this video, you'll see what it's like working at Lowe's. You'll see the starting pay, the jobs available, the minimum age to apply, how to apply, the interview process, interview questions you may be asked, how to follow up on your application. Is there a drug test? How about a background check? Does Lowe's hire felons? The benefits offered to its employees and who qualifies for those benefits, and some final thoughts on what I think about getting a job or a career at Lowe's Home Improvement. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future videos that can benefit you, your family members, and friends. Okay, so what is it like working at Lowe's? Well, according to Indeed.com, past and present employees give this company average ratings. The compensation and benefits get the highest marks. This is followed by the work-life balance and the working culture. Many employees say managers treat them well, the benefits are great, the work atmosphere is a lot of fun, and your days go by quickly, and the pay is pretty good. A few of the negatives expressed by the employees is that sometimes you don't get enough working hours during a pay period, the scheduling of employees' shifts is sometimes erratic, and sometimes you feel a little overworked because of the unrealistic expectations placed on you by management. What is the starting pay for the entry-level jobs at Lowe's? If you're someone with no experience other than being motivated to work, you can count on making between $11 and $12 an hour at the start, unless you're in a state or area that pays a higher minimum wage, of course. Here are the jobs available and their average pay after a couple of years of experience. When I say a couple, maybe 2, 3, sometimes 4 and 5 and 6. The sales associate is the first position. This is a job where you're going to be expected to know about the store's products and your assigned areas. You'll also have to be able to lift 25 pounds or a little more than 25 pounds with somebody else's help. The average sales associate at Lowe's makes about $12.90 an hour. Next up is the cashier position. Cashiers make an average of about $12.50 an hour at Lowe's. The asset protection associates. This is a highly responsible security position, and yes, of course, at times it can be a little dangerous because you're protecting the store's assets, and sometimes you have to deal with people who have possibly committed a crime. The asset protection associate makes an average of $14.55 an hour. The stocker. This position is all about unloading the merchandise from the incoming trucks and making sure the merchandise is displayed where it's supposed to be. There are many other job responsibilities with this job, and one thing I can say is that plenty of entry-level stockers have gone on to great management positions. So it's possible to move up the ladder of success in this company without a doubt. Merchandise Service Associate is the next one. In this position, you're going to be in charge of making sure that the prices of all the products are correct, and you'll work in teams with other employees such as the merchandising assistant, store manager, and service manager. For your efforts with this job, the average salary is going to be about $13.75 an hour. The service manager. This manager trains and coaches his or her staff members and carries the responsibility of helping out all the departments within the store. This is a very hands-on job, and you can make approximately $48,500 a year. Next up is the assistant store manager position. This is a job where you're going to work hand in hand with the store manager and assume most of the responsibilities a store manager would normally be tasked with. This is going to help you train to become a store manager someday, but in the meantime, you can expect to make $62,400 a year on average. The store manager. The head honcho, the big cheese. This store manager makes approximately $97,300 a year. This is a job where you can expect to work as many hours as it takes to help the store become successful because it's your responsibility to make sure your store meets and exceeds expectations set forth by the company. The warehouse associate. This is the entry-level job at distribution centers, and with this job, you're going to make an average of about $15.75 an hour to start. What is the minimum age to work at Lowe's? You're going to have to be 18 years old to work at Lowe's because of the obvious hazards in a home improvement store. However, some employees report that they were hired as young as 17. So even though the company policy is 18, you may have a chance if you are 17 years of age. How do you apply at Lowe's? You can apply either online or at the kiosk located inside the store. Here are the step-by-step instructions. First, visit the careers website, and I'll include a link in the description with this video. Number 2, in the search box area, fill in your zip code and the distance you are willing to travel from your zip code to get to that job. Number 3, look through the job openings and get acquainted with the ones that interest you. Number 4, click on the View More button on the job you want to apply for. 5, read the job description and click on the Apply button. Number 6, on the next page, scroll down and click the Apply to Jobs button. When the page redirects, create your own pre-file and follow the easy instructions. Now, after you apply online, you'll usually get a call back for an interview during the next 1 to 2 weeks. Some people say they were called the very same day, so you just never know. So it's important to prepare yourself for the interview, and here are some of the questions you may be asked. Tell me about yourself. Of course, that isn't a question, but they want to know how you can describe yourself and talk about your positive and negative traits. The last thing you want to do is say anything negative about yourself. So concentrate on all of your positive traits. Why do you want a job at Lowe's? Basically, why do you want to work at Lowe's? You may want to tell the interviewer that you have been researching careers at Lowe's because you love the thought of having a home improvement retail career and it fits your goals and personality. Why did you leave your previous job? Whatever you do, never say anything negative about your former employer. Be honest and say why you left, but make sure you paint it in a positive light. What is your greatest strength and what is your greatest weakness? This is a very common question. Be prepared for this answer and have a list of your greatest strengths. It can be something such as I love to work, I work hard, I'm passionate about advancing my career, things of that nature. As for your weaknesses, whatever you do, don't talk about it as if it's a big deal. For example, if you say your weakness is that you have a problem getting along with others, you might as well disqualify yourself. So it needs to be something minor. Where do you want to be in 5 years? This one is very simple because, of course, you want to advance to a managerial position eventually, right? And you want to do it as quickly as possible after truly learning as much as possible about the company and gaining the experience required. Hint, hint, you got to paint yourself in a positive light. And you have to look like you're aspiring to be something. The last question, how would you handle an irate customer? This is a question that requires you to show them that you're ready to take responsibility. A great answer would be that you would immediately reassure the customer that you will do everything possible to make things right, and to tell the customer that you will immediately inform your supervisor to make sure. How to follow up on your application. Sometimes you may feel that it's taken too long for them to respond to you after you apply online or after you've had your interview. The best thing to do is always to dress yourself in nice business casual clothing and visit the store in person to inquire about the hiring process and about your status as far as your application. Present yourself well. Try your best to speak with someone in management or human resources, and that is your best shot. If you do it over the phone, you might not get anywhere. Is there a drug test at Lowe's? Yes. Lowe's is very careful with this. As a condition of your employment, you will probably get drug tested. Is there a background check? The answer is also yes. The background check goes hand in hand with a drug test because they want to make sure you don't have a criminal past that would interfere with your job responsibilities. Does Lowe's hire felons? The answer is yes, but it all depends on several factors. And if the company believes your criminal past will be a detriment or interfere with your job responsibilities or possibly affect your fellow employees and or customers, you may be disqualified. So either way, plenty of workers at Lowe's have a felony past. So rest assured, you have a chance to get hired. Lowe's generally believes in giving people second chances, as do many retail companies. This one's may be hit or miss depending on the location you apply to, so good luck, okay? What are the benefits offered at Lowe's, and which workers get these benefits? After passing a 90-day probation, even part-time workers can qualify for benefits at Lowe's. Full-time workers are guaranteed 32 hours or more of work every week and qualify for a comprehensive benefit package that includes medical, dental, vision, a 401k with a 100% match up to 3%, company stocks, short-term and long-term disability, paid time off, vacation, holiday pay, and sick leave. Here are my final thoughts on getting a job at Lowe's. The average pay for associates who have experience at Lowe's is roughly $15 per hour when you take in all the hourly jobs into account. However, at the entry level, as mentioned before, you can expect to make only $11 to $12 an hour. This needs improvement, in my opinion. The good news about a job at Lowe's is that even though you won't start out at a living wage, you can work your way up the ladder of success as long as you apply yourself and put forth plenty of effort. Lowe's is the second best and most profitable home improvement store behind, of course, Home Depot. Therefore, you may want to check out Home Depot and compare it to Lowe's, and I'm quite sure you're going to be able to figure out which store is the right one for you. Just because Home Depot is the best home improvement store, or the most profitable, doesn't mean it's the best one for you. All in all, a job at Lowe's offers stability and a chance to grow your career. The pay is okay, and the benefits are great. But you're going to need some patience and be as dependable a worker as possible by showing up to work every day on time, motivated and ready to face whatever challenges come your way if you want to advance up the ladder of success. For more helpful finding job videos, click here to your right and subscribe to this channel by clicking here on your left.